Hey guys, it's Alpha, back after a week away, in case anybody out there was actually wondering where I've been all this time. But anyway, I am back now, and I think I'm going to start back up with a game that I played in my Do or Die series a few months back. And that game is Hocus Pocus. I need to do something with the volume here. Hang on just a moment. That should be a little more workable. How do I do this again? I think I do it like this. Ah, there we go. Just an easy way for me to see it. So yeah, I did a little bit of this in my Do or Die series. As I recall, I made it to level 7 before forgetting something rather important, which led to my getting killed. This time, I'm going to continue with it, even if I do end up dying a couple times. So, basically, I'm going for the perfect scores here, and that entails A, getting all the treasures in each level, and B, getting in under the time limit each time. So, let's see how many retries it takes me to accomplish this. Here we go. Whoa. Ouch. Sounds like there's a bit of a sound engine delay here. I didn't notice that before. Because there's a time limit, I'm not going to be long with each of these Terexins. I'll make mention now that there are, just because I am doing this without actually cheating, I'm going to mention there are 4 things that can happen at random over the course of this game. 1, my health can be refilled to maximum. 2, both keys may appear down in the indicator below. 3, I may get fireball power. Or 4, I may get rapid fire power. I will make mention of it as soon as I notice it happening. But just know that this time, there's no God mode, there's no maps, no help of any kind. I'm doing this all on my own memory. And there's that fireball. Now the fireball does not naturally appear for the first time until, I want to say, episode 2, level 3. I know it's not in the shareware episode, this first one. There was one little surprise that they waited to reveal until somebody actually bought the game. Okay, no I didn't. Okay. So when you hear that cheer and the level number flashing in the bottom right, you've gotten all the treasure. And it'll confirm that on this screen here if you weren't watching before. So, got them all. Bonus on hard is 75,000 points. Same for time, which counts in seconds. So I had 2.5 minutes, and I got there in 2:17. So if I can do that for all 9 levels, it will give me perfect scores on each episode. Time does continue on while I'm saving, but I'm not going to worry about the 3 seconds that it takes me to do that, so I'll just go on here. For those of you who are keeping... Whoa, come on. For those of you who are keeping track of this, the green lizards take 6 hits. The mushrooms take 7 hits. And the red gargoyle creatures are actually interesting because most of these sets are 2 levels. And on the early level, they'll take 6 hits. On the late hit, they'll take 7. On the late level, rather. I think I have like 5 minutes to get through this. That hole will cost you a lot of treasure. Don't take it. There are no points whatsoever for taking out enemies, so he's not even worth my time. Obviously, it's in your best interest to take him out anyway, but if you miss one like that guy up there, it's not going to kill you. That's the bottom of the hole, and you see why you don't want to take it. No points for talking to the old wizard Terexin. Part of the time he's got something useful, although most of the time he's got something really sarcastic and honestly quite funny. So using hard as the benchmark, if you play on medium, enemies take 2 fewer hits, and on easy they take 4 fewer. In all honesty, if you're seasoned at this kind of game, hard is not going to present you much of a challenge either. Rubies are worth 100, diamonds 250, goblets 500, crown 1,000. And again, the bonuses at the end. 25,000 on easy, 50,000 on medium, 75 on hard. So there's no getting the perfect score if you take an easy out. Yeah, so even with the 3 seconds I took saving the game, it didn't hurt me very much. 5 minutes, got there in 350. I've always loved the soundtrack to this game. These goats are the toughest normal enemies in the game. They take 8, or 6, or 4. You reset to 1 lightning bolt on the screen at a time every time you start a level. If you go far enough away, the enemies will vanish again. And then come back with full health. So if you start attacking them, you're going to want to finish the job. That'll solve one problem later. In case you can't tell by now, you gotta get all the crystals to finish a level. I'll tell you how many. Sometimes the shooter types make it difficult to dodge. Overall, there are 3 types of enemies. You've got shooters, which take to the ground. The green lizards are one of those. You have speeders, like the mushrooms and the goats. And you have flyers, like the red gargoyles and the green specter gargoyles. Or whatever the red ones are, I don't even know. Although some flyers do have shooter capabilities, as both of them did. There are some later in the game that don't. Certain parts of this level, like where I am right now, are really time-consuming. Just because, A, the enemies that are all down here, and B, the length of time it takes to really be able to pass them. Fortunately, this level's got a long time limit on it. I think it's close to 8 minutes, maybe even more. I'll tell you when we get there. Mashing the fire key this quick really used to tire me out as a kid. Careful not to proceed too much further without taking some of these guys out. Alright, and I made the gold unlock up there, so I'm good with that. Whoops. Damn it. You know what, that may be a minor blessing in disguise. Only because of the health potions. But I would much prefer that that does not happen again. Alright, I need to make up some lost time here. There's some of that sarcasm right there. And if you do get stuck, just flip that switch and the left wall will disappear. As in, if that's not your last crystal. Oh, less than that. Time limit was 6 minutes and 40 seconds. I got 5:21. So again, over a minute. Oh, whoops. You can always abandon and restart, the option above saving, if you really get lost on time and you're trying for that perfection. Get on one side and move if you know that's coming. Here's the introduction of the rapid fire power. Here's where it comes useful. You get a bunch of tanks like this, just beam them out. See if I can jump this potion. Yep. can make this bad boy last all the way over here. Yep. Awesome. Lasted just as long as it needed to. I'm good with taking the extra couple seconds to do that. I think the potion's effect lasts for like a minute. It is time-based. Terexin does say that. Yeah, you want to be below these guys if you can make that happen. Hate when that runs out in the middle of an attack. As for getting hit, on easy you lose 4% of your health out of the 100. Medium you lose 12, hard you lose 16. On all 3 skill levels, a green potion only brings back 10. Another saving grace if you get stuck. Obviously, looking at the display, 9 is the highest number of crystals you'll ever have to track down on a level. I believe the lowest there is 4, and I think that is episode 2, level 2. I haven't noticed any other special occurrences since that fireball thing. I'm so glad I remember these combinations. Yeah. Alright. I cannot get hit, and you'll see why. Oh. Yeah, I can. Never mind. So, the only way along these spike traps without getting yourself killed is to jump across them. If you're not coming in here with at least 65% health, you're going to get destroyed. You're not getting out of this with more than 36% health on this level. Five minutes, 50 seconds, 4:18. Over a minute and a half, getting better as I go along here. Cool. Oh, look who's back. So yeah, again, you're seeing the theme change every 2 levels. New enemy sets each time, although some enemies individually may come back. Oh. We have those Arctic javelin thrower guys. They're your shooters. And those penguins are your speeders. Penguins take 6. Javelin throwers take 7. Whoops. Is there even a name for these Arctic dwellers? Are they Eskimos? One of them was about to shoot. And you can tell that one of them's about to shoot if he stops in his tracks. I see I use the same code mechanic over and over again here. Let's give that corridor a head start while we continue here. Oops. Oh. The shooters fire their projectiles at an equal speed to which you can run. You're not going to want to turn back here, so you may as well just grab the potion. In a moment or so, you'll see my point. A little bit insidious that they don't appear until you step there. So there are two huge reasons you're going to want that warp rather than to jump back. A, you're just going to keep hitting ceiling spikes every time you jump down. And B, chances are you need these health potions. Oh, look at that. Now, the rapid fire potion normally gives you 10 shots at a time without having to mash the button. If it happens on the random basis, like I mentioned might before, it only gives you 5 shots per. It only gives you 5 shots at a time, and I think only lasts like 30 seconds. And if you grab a potion, it'll extend that time rather than give you the full 10, so you're going to want to let that run out before you grab another potion. Oh, hey, Chibi. No problem. Oh, damn it. That's your safety corridor. Should you be missing any crystals? You need 8 by this point. Oh. And both keys, of course. Now there's something here that I never knew about until I was older. And also the reason why then I could never get the full treasure bonus. Aside from the fact that oh boy. I think I may get killed here. Yeah, I gotta have some health left, otherwise I can't do that. Alright, let's try that again. So that's one retry. I was kind of hoping to at least beat my do or die performance. But alas. So that's a point I just have to be careful not to get hit. It'd be safest if I just do this. Oh, you filthy bastard. Nope. He kept turning just as I was taking aim at him. the timer on both the game and the rapid power up you're holding do continue as you're warping. So inevitably by the time you break out of this warp, you're no longer going to have that power up. Normally staying a step down will protect you from these speeders if they're coming at you. But these penguins have this really bad habit of sticking their beak over the ledge and countering that strategy. So you don't want to do it there. I need to be really careful not to get hit too much here. Preferably just not at all. Your best option really is to just let these bastards come down, because you're not going to be able to jump high enough to hit them, and if you get under them, you risk getting hit. Here we go. Yep, you need to be able to take 3 hits. Those last 27 treasures I could never find as a kid are off that big jump. Here's another way back if you find you're still missing a crystal. Took me a retry, not really proud of that, but oh well. Time limit was 5:50 again, and I got there in 5:05. Thanks for your confidence. The general rule of thumb here is to go across and then up. Seems to work that way for almost every level. Yeah, expect to take some damage there. Just run to the side as quick as you can. Take them all out from one direction. They've reused a lot of combinations here. I'm really only just noticing that. In the beta, the health losses for getting a hit were even more unforgiving. Excuse me. More unforgiving for the most part. Don't go left because go ahead and grab that crystal in. You want to go this way next. There was a better way to do that. And I'll show what that is momentarily. Yeah, that potion right there would have helped immensely down there. I never knew about this room either. For a long, long time. That one my dad actually had to show me when I was a kid. He noticed that there was an opening just far enough right to make the jump. And then from there he saw the war potion. You can save some pretty substantial time making this jump here. It's easy when you know you won't take damage from falling. Careful about that though, because if you go too far, you'll end right in the midst of appearing enemies. This time there are bad guys all the way up rather than just halfway. You could jump to about halfway on this tower from the top over there, but again, you'll land right in the thick of the bad guys. Of course, it doesn't really matter now because we're going all the way out. On the upside, because I survived doing that the hard way earlier, I can grab that potion and run it this way. You have to have basically a perfect jump to get across those. $550 again, $502. This is where my do or die run ended. Whoops. Alright. These guys are back, but... oh no, you know what? They still take 8. I'm thinking of something else. I'll tell you later. I got destroyed the last time because I didn't do this. Oh, there's the combination. You know what? No, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do it this way. It's going to burn off more time, but probably the safest way to do it. There. When I get back over here, there's not going to be many left. Because I had to go down there and it burned off all my health trying to get through those spikes. Open that panel, you avoid that problem. This time it's a slightly different story in a way. But only to a point. You want to start by taking the high path, but this time keep looking down until you see an extra shot. Then grab that and head back. These guys are brutal. They've got wide shots and big wingspans. There, that second shot makes so much difference. You don't want to be going all the way across here with just one. Now, because of their wide wingspans, they can't come all the way down. So be cautious of the fact that they can hit you, but you can't hit them. By the way, they take 7. You're going to want to grab these before you take that warp potion. And here's why. Take you right back there. Oh, you know what? I may have been wrong about something. Okay, so that warp potion takes you back, so now that you've seen that, if you play this yourself, do not abandon convention. Take the bottom first, you will be rewarded. Here's where things get fun. You don't want to go that way just yet. Also, one other thing about falling into that boiling lava. Your invincibility period is only half as long as if you're hit by an enemy. So you want to jump your ass out of there real quick. Can I get there? Almost. I feel like I may be running this one pretty close for time. Guess we'll find out. He's still not very nice. Persistent little asshole, aren't you? If you get stuck, here's your combination out back to this area. within 8 seconds. 7 minutes even, 6:52. Damn, I might have gotten through this in do or die if not for that one little incident on level 5. Yes, it was. Closer than I would like. That's literally all the treasure there is on this level. You get up there and you've already done that part. Now just get out of here as quickly as you can figure out how. But obviously not so quick that you get smashed. Give that a start. Pay close attention to the combinations too if you haven't been up to this point. Oh boy. The switch to the far left is up, the other two are down. I could have run, but whatever. Took me not even a second. And it even gives you a third shot for your trouble. Not many levels do that. They'll tell you need 7 crystals because once you take this warp, there's no going back. And you're going to have to cross the highway. Crystals up here, there is nothing down below. So if you fall, you start all over. At some point, they'll stop appearing and you can just jump across free. I believe. Yep. And the full health happening just hit. Not that I had any use for it there. I really could have done it. Damn it. Okay, this one not nearly as close. 5 minutes 50 seconds has been a running theme here, and I was able to do it in 3:32. Which is well over 2 minutes. Yeah, well over 2 minutes. Better than the par time. Seven Mad Monks of Melanois. Never touch one, and he's not joking. But I don't want to deal with him. Now, only for demonstration, I'm not going to count this because I'm demonstrating what happens if you do touch one of these guys. And incidentally, what it looks like when you die. So, strike that one from the record. It does not count as a redo. Now, for real this time. Now, the bosses have health gauges. Watch the bottom. Ideally, you want potions to deal with these guys, but you're not always going to get them. So just stand there and bear it until you take them out. Now this is the only episode where he'll tell you how many boss enemies there are. They told you there were 7. We've taken 2 of them out. And there's a 3rd shot just past that first crystal. Or 2nd, rather. Now if I get killed now, this will count as a redo. I've only got 1 against me so far. Oh no. Fuck happened? Oh fuck, I know what I did. This one does count. Because I was an idiot and forgot the silver key. I am going to take this guy down now, so I don't have to put up with him later. Now you want to go this way. Ah. Try and stay low if you can. I would really love to be able to hit him from this platform, but he's just out of reach for you to be able to do that. So any of those, here, you know what, watch this. Any potion except for number 4 will do that. So count them out, 1, 2, that was 3, 4. That's the key I needed before. And it'll take you right back here. Okay, 3 monks down, 4 up. Up to now, lost my train of thought there. Yeah, never mind. I forget. Okay, go left first. You're going to want to utilize jump mechanics to your advantage there. There it is. Completely forgot that combination. Looks like the first switch you come to is the only one that's up. Just stay down and shoot. Sometimes you'll get lucky and he won't fire. The last two, take him out from the low ground in the with the potion. Okay, did I get there in enough time? Oh yeah. 640, did it in 506, and that is perfect score for episode 1. Except for the fact that I needed 2 repeats to do it. Oh, you know what? I never did go through the story at the beginning. Basically, this guy's a wizard school dropout who wants to marry his lady, and the only way he's going to be let do that by the head of the wizard council is if he goes through all these places and destroys all these monsters and restores peace and trade routes and all that other stuff. Basically, that was step 1. I always like the humor that these guys, Apogee and Moonlight Software, put into this game and into Moonlight's other 2 games, Clyde's Adventure and Clyde's Revenge. I'm not good enough at either of those to make runs on them, but they're both fantastic games, having watched them all the way through and played them somewhat. So to tell you that the tree demons are the bosses of the next episode, and I can tell you there are more than 7, and they're also far tougher. Tough enough that you need rapid fire potions or fireballs to take them out with any kind of reasonable speed. $1,841,950. That's the perfect score for the first episode. I see no reason not to move on here, so let's go. Next up is Shattered Worlds. And the first place we're going to go is Hell. So here's your shooters, these winged snakes. Every hit is 16%, by the way, if you couldn't tell. It doesn't matter what you get hit with, it's going to cost you that much. Speeders are those hellhounds. And I forget whether or not there's a third type in this one. There wasn't in the second set of the first episode. Or we're going to want to bring them down to get out safely. Go left first. The snakes take 6. I believe the hounds take 7. I'm not going to sit here and count that, but if memory serves. Either way, all the bad guys here take roughly the same amount of hits, no matter what episode you're in. Varies anywhere from 6 to 8, so it doesn't matter that much. The fire has the same fast damaging properties as the magma. Forget combinations, just flip every switch. If you watch him run, it kind of looks like the wheel belts of a tank. I mean, am I the only one who thinks that? Not to say that I'm not crazy, because I know I am, just I'm not seeing things there. Oh. You're gonna want that for treasure. Plenty of it. Alright, no problem here. 525. 339. Close to 2 minutes better. And like I said, 4 is the lowest number of crystals you're going to have to find anywhere. I think that only happens twice in this game. This is the first. We'll go this way first. Only because that extra shot is pretty significant. Oh, damn it. Do I have a problem? Oh, no, I don't. I'm good. I should have gone left first. That's okay. Not an unfixable problem. Sometimes from this guy, concise advice is the best. There's a gold key here we gotta find, so let's find it. I believe it's on top of the last tower. Yep. Right there. Incidentally, Chibi, I believe this music is on the same sound engine as Are We There Yet? I believe it's the Gravis Ultrasound. I don't think it really matters which direction you go here, because there's a crystal both ways. But I like the down to up, left to right convention just in general, so I'm going to go with it. Yeah, so the top path here is the only one with treasure. Oh! I missed treasure somewhere. I'm gonna have to redo this. Hold on. I gotta do that again. I managed to miss 12 pieces. For anybody keeping score, that is 3 redos. Okay, so what did I miss? Yeah, I haven't seen a third enemy type here. It must just be the 2. Better deal with them now so they don't respawn later. Oh, look at that. I missed a switch. Damn it. Right, let's try that again, shall we? See if I can get back there quick enough to blast the top row. Nope. We know there's nothing down there. Okay, we're good. And I think I even bettered my time. Oh yeah, by like 25 seconds or so. That's an awfully odd time too. The par is 4 minutes 35. And I cleared this in 2:47. So, what do we have here? A lot of what I'm doing here is muscle memory. Okay, the hellhounds are back. The two-headed snakes take 6. And the egg-dropping flyboys are back. They still take 7. There's only one instance in the game, other than with the red guys, where an enemy creature's health changes. And I will mention that again when we get there. Such a long, arduous climb. Because I'll burn off the rest of this potion first, or at least get rid of most of the bad guys. Well, he's right, there are 2 of them. Make the bridge first, though, and you won't regret it. This time you do want to break the convention, I know that for a fact. Go up first, down later. Reason being the gold key. Don't drop here because you can't get back up. At least not until you grab the crystal. You can still reach that health if you run into any mishaps here. If you want treasure, or if you have less than 5 crystals, come this way. So basically come this way anyway. All up if you want to go through there again. Just run through at this point. Five minutes even. Did in 3:35. Okay, and I thought the fireballs debuted in 2-3, and now that we're past that, I do not remember where that actually happens. I know it's somewhere in this episode. It might not be till the Egyptian levels, which are coming up next. Always pay attention for bricks that look different from the walls. Odds are you can shoot them away. Get you some much needed treasure. Watch yourself carefully, because if a brick hasn't appeared by the time you jump on it, you're taking a spike-filled dive. And I think I may be mistaken about the 4 crystal thing, because I didn't remember there being a second instance of that in this episode. And here's your way back. You've seen the end of this before. Now you want to go all the way up. Oh. I should have just committed to it. Fuck. Alright, that's number 4. Yeah, first of all, you want to form that bridge. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to get back that way. Secondly, you need the silver key anyway. The trigger points are long enough before the enemies that you can't just run through them. Otherwise, trust me, I would. Don't waste your time with those guys back there because you're just looping anyway. Grab the crystal and go if you can. Again, you don't score for destroying these guys, so don't kill yourself getting them all if you don't have to. I think there's 4 of them. Okay. Okay, something does get introduced here. It's not the one I was thinking. And how do we hop to those healing potions? That yellow potion is a super jump. Good for one use only. Don't screw it up. Gives you roughly a double height jump. Again, go up first. Well, actually, it doesn't really matter that much. $550. 401. Here's those Egyptian levels I mentioned. The mummies are your runners. They take 7. There, that gray one is the laser potion. These bats take 6, your flyers. Alright, so that potion is what gives you the fireballs you saw on the very first level by random occurrence. And that's what they do. They touch something, it blows it away, goes right on through. If your timing is strong, that potion will definitely save you some time. Now your ammo count on that one does go higher than 3, even if it doesn't show more than 3. There is one instance, I believe, in level 6, next up, where there are 2 potions close enough to each other that you can just gather up 6 of them. Take the detour. The other half of that staircase can wait. Again, detour here. Stay back so they can't reach. That one's tough without a laser. I'll see if I can find one. Yep. There we go. The blue ones can be shot, the red ones cannot. See if I can... Yep, there you go. This time, take the gold maze. Remember the words of Witch Sharper Than Fang. Take every dead end first. Alright, on second thought, I'm thinking the dead ends may be this way. Oh, nope. Alrighty, sleep well, Chibi. Okay, I see. So this was... So that was the way out. But I don't think I lost enough time to really worry about it. Again, reason not to squander your super jump. You've got one shot. If you can't identify where to make the jump, it's going to cost you. Alright, now to go back and get everywhere else. I'm sure there's at least one crystal up here. Yep, here you go. Now I had 2, 3 are showing, but I now have 5. Watch the count. 4, 3, 2, 1. Whoop. Alright. You can definitely expect to take a hit there. Now, remember the way out of this maze? Now you want to take it. It'll drop you right here. And continue back left for the other half of that staircase we missed earlier. Now, had you gone this way first and continued on natural course, you would have ended up missing some treasures. Namely, that warp potion you reach with the super jump. And I promise you, if you're a first-time player, you're not going to know the difference. So just do this last and you'll still be able to make it under the wire. In my case, 30 seconds under. 6:40, and I did it in 6:10. Whoops. Worry about up later because you need a key. Worry about them another time. I don't want to burn a laser on them. Oh, damn it. Stupid brick. Oh well. Crossing the 1,000,000 point mark, I believe around the same time as last episode, maybe a bit later. I forget whether it was 5 or 6, but it was definitely the 3rd set. And as you can tell, the 4th set in each episode is going to be 3 levels. 2 normals and then the boss level. Pay attention to the fact that you got a potion there. Because if you squander that jump, you won't have your key. And if you're counting hit points, pay attention. Well, my memory of the crystal counts in these levels is really slipping. Third instance of 4 crystals, and the second one that I've forgotten. Best that I just take those guys out while I have the potion. Oh, this may cost me some time. I'm just waiting for it. Something to show up. No? Well, alright then. Now, provided I don't make any grave missteps. That worked out nicely. Yeah, this time you're going to have to run all the way back. Hopefully you've got some laser power in tow, because it'll help you. Oh! That was my own fucking clumsiness right there. That's 5. I used to be a lot better at this game. Guess that's what happens when you don't play for years on end, huh? I mean, in all reality, I've done everything there is to do in this game. Just I never actually did it on stream. Okay, guys, you can stop your timed shots now. Seriously, that's getting real annoying. I seriously need to count. Well, now that I know nothing is going to show up. It's probably going to be a better time than would have been otherwise. Timing. Wait for them to materialize. And watch where you're stepping. More than anything, you want that key to get to this treasure room. You don't need it to finish the level, but if you want the perfect score, that basic goal, you need it. Close to a minute this time, 4:52. Four hidden and very separated switches to get that key. So your speeders are these little hairy possum-like creatures. The bats are back. The possums take 7. The flower-shooting grass patches take 6. What's annoying about them is they can shoot even after you've destroyed them. And they can shoot rapidly. They're not bound by their animations. Makes them just as dangerous, if not as powerful, as the Mad Monks were. See what I mean? That right there. So pay attention for that posthumous shot. Anyway, the possums take 7, the bats still take 6, the grasses still take 6. Or they, yeah, 6. I'm sure I've taken this all kinds of out of order. I guess we'll find out. I've hit 2 of the switches so far. There's number 3. Basically, any switch that doesn't trigger something close to you is a switch that deals with the silver key. Strike. Oh, this will be fun. Thunderbolt spearheaded by a fireball. Oh, fucking. Alright, that's definitely going to be a restart. That is number 6. Did I need to go this way? Up first. My peripheral vision used to be a lot better than that. Yeah, I'm watching the enemies more than I'm watching myself here. Yep. Should have gone up first. I never said it was the greatest convention, but it's a convention nonetheless. Now that we have that key... Whoa! Oh, stop it! Hey! Will you stop shooting a minute? Save that laser for when you're not holding a shooter potion. I'm doing better health-wise. I'm obviously doing better time-wise. That was close. Oh, my mistake. That is number 3. Here's number 4. If you hear the swoosh sound upon flipping that 4th switch, you've done it right. And here's what you'll be treated to on this next warp. Or is it a later warp? You know what? It might be this. Okay, there you go. Yep. And he even says it's the treasure room, so you don't actually need those switches to clear the game. It's good to know where those are. So like I said, if you flip a switch and it doesn't trigger anything anywhere near you, except for that 4th one, then it's one of the switches to that key. Just run back up the same way until you reach the silver door. Interestingly enough, it's completely unguarded. With that warp potion, don't worry about running back. Just carry right on. Be sure to grab that potion before you turn back. You can just run through that mess of bats if you really want to. If you've got the health for it. Whoa, 7 seconds. Closest I've come so far. 640, 633. If you go right first, you'll see that you need the gold key, so it'll force you left anyway. Whoops. deal with them later. And a fourth instance of 4 crystals. Oh well. I know for a fact it doesn't get lower than 4, so whatever. Oh. Having the low ground here isn't really an advantage. And there's the laser trick. I don't think the key trick has happened yet. And even if it does, I'm going to go after the keys anyway. Because I am still documenting how to get through this game naturally, so I'm not gonna take advantage of that if it happens. Easier when you have the jump room. As for the other games in my Do or Die series, which was primarily, if not entirely, Apogee. No, primarily. I'm not doing Wolfenstein 3D or Blakestone because they are downright tedious to do in that setting. And I'm not going to God mode my way through it on camera. Because that, is, unlike Duke, is definitely boring. At least Duke had some entertainment to offer, even in God mode. Blake and Wolf 3D really don't. I'm going to do Crystal Caves, Secret Agent. I'll do the 3rd episode of Duke 1 because I was able to get through the first 2 in Do or Die. I did not get past the 2nd level of the 3rd episode. So I will do that episode for you guys. I didn't get far in Duke 2. I'm going to do that for you. Pretty good time-wise. 6:15, and I did it in 4:53. And now the boss. Don't bother fighting him just yet. Now, you saw how fast the monk's power went down with these potions. Watch this for comparison. And these guys are runner types, so if you can get, honestly, either a high ground or a low ground, just don't be level with them. You'll be fine. I'd say they've got basically twice the power that a monk's had. You want to take him out before he puts you against the wall. Use these jumps to your advantage. You will not be let grab more than one jump potion at a time. Yep, much like any other enemy. And as you can see, they don't have a reach either. So even if you're on a step up or down next to them, they're not going to be able to reach you. I didn't even bother counting how many tree demons there are. 'Cause honestly, I don't really care. It's totally meaningless to the scope of the game. And there's your perfect score right there. Whoop, that was close. 1,686,800. It's not quite as much as episode 1 gave you. And here's your last one. Well, the score I said plus this 150,000. 410 did it in 326. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay. The real score is 1,836,800 points. Almost as much as first episode, but not quite there. Also, incidentally, the high score names are all the same, because whoever's in 5th place by default is never going to be seen otherwise. For those interested, here's the written version of the story. Basically, he wanted to be a council member. And this guy who's been taunting us the whole way didn't take him seriously. He's got to be a member of the council. Fourth wall-breaking jokes galore. Infinite pocket-sized lightning spell. Yeah, he's basically saying kill everybody you see, which we've been doing. So we dealt with this one. Mad monks were inhibiting travel. The path to the beautiful Amazon tribes before the time of clothes era. That's not adult at all. Wanted them removed so they could get on with their Amazon studies. Right. We've also cleared this. The time of the really big shaking. Parts of Lattice ripped themselves off into another space and time, so basically a play on the Pangean event. Basically, the trees were pissed off. The people were using them to make stuff, to hang their trees, their tire swings, their tree houses, whatnot up. Here's what's coming up next. The harsh gray dragons. These guys are even tougher than the tree demons. And I'll explain more later. So the dragons are on the hunt for princesses to eat. They could never find any to feast on and often had to order takeout. That's great. So they took out their pissiness on anybody that wanders, and here's another famous pun at the end of the story. And the final test after that So basically this whole thing started on fucking dishes, and the former head of the council stormed out in a huff and now threatens the entire land. So our final task is to take him down. And if we do, then our guy can marry his woman. Yeah, he has been pretty rude over most of this course. Well, onward. Here we go. These guys are back. They still only take 6. The scorpions are back. They only take 6. And here's the introduction of elevators. Pretty colors, huh? For those of you nerds out there that like RGB, like I do, these levels are fun for you. I'll come back here in a minute. We'll need to come back up and grab those before we head further down. Watch that second switch there. Now remember I said earlier there was one instance besides the red flyers with lightning bolts where enemies' health changes over the course of the game? Well, the goats who previously took 8 hits, for some reason in this region, only take 7. As for those patterns during elevator trips, I hope nobody has epilepsy. Now I'll grab the lasers. I wonder what those potions taste like. We still have a fireball to spare. Excuse me. Okay, we did this. Alright, I think we're done here. Let's head back this way for just a moment. Well, that switch doesn't really do you much good. Take them down because you're going to have to come back. Well, here's that area. Oh boy. That's dangerous. They can rapid shoot too, but fortunately their projectiles aren't that fast. Actually, I think the right way to go here might be to drop. Yeah, makes sense, because then you can just triangle your way out of here. If you make that drop from the elevator, make sure you've got 6 crystals. Because if you don't, you're stuck. Okay, so how did I do? Pretty damn well, considering. Look at that part-time, guys. For those of you who can't convert seconds to minutes, that is 8 minutes 45 seconds right there. And I did it in the most common par so far, which is 5 minutes and 50 seconds. So I beat that by 8:45, 5:50, close to 3 minutes. This time convention, at least as I play it, is largely reversed. Most of the time in these first 2 levels, going high first is the best way to do it. There are times when it's not, but not enough to abandon it, especially under a time crunch. Again, watch your jumps. Whoops. Completely miscued a shot there. And the third shot wasn't all that effective either. Flyers are tough to deal with by laser, only because it's harder to get a straight shot in. Much more easily attempted on ground. We're gonna have to turn back so those rubies can wait. Those high ones. Ow. That was the starting point. Excuse me. Got him. Okay. 7:30, and I got it in 4:44. Again, pretty close to 3 minutes. This looks very similar to the first two levels. Those smart bombs are real powerful. These look like the first two levels, but they sound like the third set. I forget whether this is the only level set or not that has the smart bombs in them. Alright, I think I can recover from this little mistake. If you see one up in the sky like that, take aim at it. And it looks like the creature set is exactly the same as in the first level too. Same hit points and all. But you'll notice that those red flyers have learned a neat little trick. Their shots now home in toward you. If I look around, he wants you to look down so that you can see that. It's a nice big treasure alcove. Interestingly, these goblets are not worth the 500 as advertised. So you miss getting the second hit on those spikes by making a perfectly timed jump. Something I simply do not know how to do from anywhere but a normal jump height. I'll see if I can demonstrate it, but there is a weakness to that homing ability that those things have. Whoop. So we've already got all the treasure, now we just have to worry about time. Okay, I should be able to demonstrate it now. Notice that their shots go to the left and then settle on a vertical fly. So if they're up high enough above you, they're not going to be able to hit you. So try not to get underneath them by less than a double jump length if you can. A super jump length, I should say, since we have something that does that now. Or better yet, because their shots go left, stay to the left. No, stay to their right, I'm sorry. Stay to their right, because then their shots will not come far enough right to hit you. There. I realize this is a very roundabout way of doing things, but it always got me in time, so I never bothered doing anything about it. Right, so back this way is the gold door. Hey, good timing for this. The rapid fire event. Very helpful timing for that, especially if you can get these guys at close enough range. I do kind of wish there was a way to disable that. And I believe the both keys event finally happened, because I know I've already used the gold key up. Not that it matters, I made that disclaimer at the beginning so it doesn't count. The time to beat was a whopping 8 minutes 40, and I was able to clear it in 5:48. Again, close to 3 minutes. I've been doing that pretty much consistently through this episode. No repeats yet this episode, so I'm still at 6. Or redos. I'm absolutely certain there are gamers out there that can perform better than that. I'm sure somebody out there has pulled it off with no repeats at all. He says remember where the healing potion is. Which one? There's generally a lot of them about. I see a bunch up there, and a few down here. I mean, I guess you could realize that the healing potion is the key to finding the gold door once you have that key. Is my best guess, but I don't know. Whoops. Two sides to every story. There's the first half to that elevator's secret. The other half we're going to need to go through the gold door to discover. Not that we have any real need for the healing potion right now. I guess if I absolutely need it, I can come back this way later. Oh, smart bomb. You know what? Fuck it. There's no way I'm going to be able to hit that right now. There we go. Okay, we'll get that elevator first because I'm pretty sure there's a key up there. Yep. And a crystal, too. Well, if they've got a laser here, they're not going to have a smart bomb. Yep. Pull that trick, slip the elevator down. I love it when it goes according to plan. Well. There we go. Nice dodge. Doesn't much matter one way or the other now. And another beat worth nearly 3 minutes. What do we have? 7 minutes 55 seconds. And I did it in 4:58. Now we get to a very Halloween-y set of levels. Here's a new flyer. These ghosts take 7, and their speed can vary from slow to fast. Your shooters are these little baby skeletons. They also take 7. Actually, no, the ghost starts slow, and then as they notice you, they switch to fast. The bats are back, they still take 6. Four crystals already, that was pretty quick. There's a reason I skipped this hallway. The second one up to the right. Because this is the one that needs the gold key. I think there was a level where there was more than one gold key previously, but I forget which one. Remember where that is, because we're going to have to get back up there eventually. Remember, just like with that one switch combination in the boss level of the first episode, shoot the high wall first so you can reach up there. And then dismantle the rest to get the rest of the treasure. Watch the sparkles, that's the key to getting a first strike. They're pretty tricky with their speed. You gotta be that much trickier. I should be able to break the 1,000,000 on this level. During the level proper, I mean, not with the bonuses. That's definitely happening. So again, back this way. Oh, damn it. This time I broke the 3-minute mark. Let's see, 8:45, and I cleared it in 5:29, so 3 minutes 16 seconds. That's my best time yet. My best, well, my best better than par. My lowest, I believe, was 7 seconds. This time go up rather than across, because I think across is the silver door, which I obviously don't have a key for yet. You know, forget him. Forget them too. Remember this silver door. There's no real reason to let up on the fire key there. See if I can get back down there in time to take these guys down. Yep. Not them, though. That's all the treasure. Yep, I need to flip a switch before I go there. And that switch is over here. There we go. Now back to what I was... Oh! They didn't disappear. Dirty shit. Whoop. There, now with that business handled. Oh, one more. Oh, that's a shot squandered. Look at that, the key trick right at the end, when I least needed it. Not quite 3 minutes this time. 7.5 against 456. And now, prehistory. Dinosaur world, all new enemies. The rhinos are the runners. The T-Rexes are the shooters, and the pterodactyls are very dangerous. Very dangerous flyers. Because those homing rock drops they have, they do not have the same weakness as the homing lightning bolts. They will land right on top of you, so be ready to dodge. The pterodactyls and the rhinos each take 7. No, the pterodactyls and the T-Rexes each take 6. The rhinos take 7. They have just enough of a reach that you don't want to be close. Otherwise, they'll hit you with horn attack. It'll be a little bit faster if you pull some kind of like semicircle trick here. So weave your way up and down. I forget whether 2 million can be broken on any one episode. I believe the boss level here is the first one to have 4 different enemy types. Because the boss level last time had only the tree demons and none of the normals from that set. This one's going to have the dragons and all the normals. We have the gold key, but we're not finished here yet. Let him come down. You don't want to be facing him from below. Come in. I love you too. Yep. You remember this? Remember this? Yeah, I'm finally getting around to doing this online. I've had to repeat, like, I've had to redo a level like 6 times up to now, which isn't bad, but I'm sure people out there have done better. Oh well. Oh yeah, I'm loving this. Nice to get back after a week away. Alright, love you. Okay. I think I saw the key trick go off. Possibly the laser trick. I kind of zoned out while I was speaking with my mother. Oh, really? That sucks. You're giving me all these lasers. Alright. Now I'll go back and take care of this. And I made the mistake of grabbing that before letting the 5 run out. I'm not doing that here. And also the potion time will go full length. You know what, fuck it, I'm good enough that I don't need that full gigantic lightning bolt. I can do this fine without. Get those lasers on the way back. As most treasure rooms, you really don't need any weapons. And even then, I still had like 2 seconds of rapid left. Whoop. Missed one. I think there's another floor I haven't reached yet. Did I miss something? I have this nagging feeling I missed something. Ah, here we are. That probably happened in my zoning out. Doesn't matter. I don't think I lost enough time. Oh yeah, not even close. Time to beat. Biggest time yet. 9 minutes and 10 seconds. And I cleared this in 7 minutes, 26 seconds. So a little less than a 2-minute spread. Don't rush. Good advice for any normal player. But I don't believe I classify as a normal player. Yeah, you're at your best advantage against those pterodactyls in a narrow horizontal passageway like this. Get out of anywhere that would have you vertical, and then go to town. That's why you don't fight in vertical. You have almost no way of dodging. Try and take out the shooters first if it goes that way. Because the runners are no threat to you from unlevel ground. Well, now I'm confused after the key trick because I don't even know what keys I've picked up and what keys I haven't. I know I picked up gold. I don't remember whether I got silver. I don't think I did. Thankfully, health resets to 100% every time you start a new level. Otherwise, I'm sure there'd be a lot more redos. Don't worry, they're destroyable. Oh, come on. Oh, I did pick up a silver. How about that? And I'm sure if I were to watch the playback, the silver key was somewhere in that mess. I have a guess as to where. And if it doesn't, then I think it warrants a redo due to my lack of tracking. I don't have all the treasure yet. Better make this quick, whatever I do. There we go. Okay, quickly to the last crystal. So glad I didn't take that final jump. Oh yeah, still bettered it by over 2 minutes. Time to beat 7.5. I got it in 5:22. Now, dragon time. He says deadly fireballs, but they won't do any worse damage than the fireballs won't do any worse damage than any normal attack. Just don't go up and try and fist fight him. Okay, that's at least twice the power of the tree demons, maybe 3 times. He'll only shoot when he's crouched, so pay attention for that. You're safe if his head is in its highest position. Stay on the low ground if you can. You'll be able to get more ground on him that way. Even if you have to jump. 5 in one stride. Can't remember the last time I saw that. Boy, he's firing fierce. Get this down here first. I don't know how many dragons there are either. But I can tell you in the final boss level there's only one of him. But he's brutally tough. And he's fought in 4 different phases. You'll see that at the end of this show. Don't try and run through this mess, you're going to get really badly hurt. Best to just fight through it. And by really badly hurt, I mean most likely dead. Take that stairway back if you've missed a crystal. Otherwise, the last crystal's behind this guy here. Did he just shoot 6? No repeats this episode. Pretty awesome. Time to beat 5 minutes. Cleared it in 3:22. And now only one challenge remains. Now things get serious. Oh, declaring his spot. Biggest score yet. 1,944,500 is the third perfect. The fourth and final coming up right now. Destination home. Let's go. No healing potions here. So you'd better hope you're really good. Which by this point in the game, you should be. So these 3-headed mini dragons are your shooters. They take 6. The black ghosts you saw at the beginning are the speeders. They take 7. And the shooters are these little golden tinted snakes. Serpents, cobras, whatever in the world they are. They take 6 and they shoot the same grade fireballs that the green lizards do. Take out the ghost before you start worrying about combination. Which, by the way, is the third switch only. This map's pretty vast. It's hard to keep track of where you're going unless you're really paying attention to where you're going. I mean, I guess you can always hope on the full health event to save you in a level set like this, but I really don't like doing that. First of all, you never know, and second of all, it's not the natural way of doing things. Again, I have no way of disabling those, or I would have already. So technically, it has to be treated as a game element. Oh, and I just realized we've got 2 shooters, a speeder, and no flyer. Probably good news for me because flyers are my toughest opponent type. Speeders and shooters are not that difficult to predict. Silver key will be important later. This is the same elevator shaft, by the way, as the elevator you came here on. So you're only going to be able to get so high until you get back around. Yep, this one has you do a little bit of a run to get where you have to with the jump. But as you're about to see by the triple treasure room we're about to go through, it will pay off very, very handsomely. First a bigger ruby diamond room, then a goblet room, and finally a crown room. Has anybody been paying attention up to this point as to whether I've hit 66,600? Because that would be really great if I did. I guess I could always just poke back through the recording. Now, how ironic would it be if I can get through... if this would be the first level I get through without taking a hit? As while it's a level with no health potions in it. Which, by the way, we're not going to see health potions until level 3. Terrixon's warning applies for the entire level set. Okay, I think I'm done here. Which way haven't I gone yet? Don't believe I went up here. Good. I know I went here because the only one I haven't done is the silver key. And I did it. First hitless clear. Time to beat 8 minutes. Time cleared 6:03. Good start. Oh, smart bomb. So they do still exist. I almost got nailed in the foot by one of those flares. Let's go this way first. This way, since it's more across than up. Shooters everywhere, and not one of them fires. Whoop. Excuse me. It's easy when you know how to identify that. Another double elevator. So I'm going to have to get up to reach it. Ah, damn it. The specters have no reach. So if you feel like you have to, you can stand close. Again, that shaft we've already explored down. Look, deal with them now so I don't have to later. Solve our problem here and now. Damn, I should have another shot right now if it weren't for that one straggler. Now upward to finish this. Time to beat, 6:15. Time done, 5:03. Back to Egypt. Now I know for sure the next level has only 4 crystals. So that's 5 instances of that, and I didn't keep count of the 9s. And in keeping with this theme, we have the same enemies back at the same HP and everything. He's right. Victory is near. Yeah, not a good shot. Damn it. Take those guys out first. I think I recall that there's a key I need here. So I'm actually going to go back. Yep. What I should have done was come back this way as soon as I flip that switch. Oh well. Hopefully that didn't cost me enough time, and if it did, it's my first redo in over an episode. Would be my 7th overall. That was close. That one nearly got me hit. Haha, perfect. Yeah, I didn't think I would get the same assistance here. Don't really care about that last one. I've lost enough time already having to turn back. No, I really hope I remember the way back the first time. I think it's just up that platform. Now, the million-dollar question, did I do it in enough time? Yes, by just under a minute. 550 cleared in 452. And here's that 4 crystals. So there's a hidden healing potion set somewhere. There are 2 inner channels, each accessible by a shaft on either side of this diamond. I believe both elevators start low, so it doesn't matter which one you take. Actually, it kind of does, because that switch opens a treasure alcove over that way. This may have helped me inside that cave. But oh well. Certainly worked for me there. You know, there might even be a key in here, come to think about it. Yep, the silver one. And I think that's the one I need on the right side. And I do need to go back up this time because that elevator's at the top. Well, there's some healing potion, but I wonder if that's what he was referring to. Whoop. That could have ended worse. The laser event just happened. I don't know if you guys noticed that. The little flare of upward fireballs that went off. Little treasure room key there. There couldn't have been a high time limit. Yeah, 5 minutes. And I did it in 3:35. But it's interesting that now he's starting to give us hints on the healing potions in this episode. He didn't give us anything like that before. I suppose I should be thankful. Okay, so these brown winged type things have the homing lightning. They take 7. The winged slugs are back. The tarantulas are the speeders. They take 6. Definitely take the high road this time, because now you've got a potion to work with and they're all up there. You know, I never have added up how many crystals there are total in the game. I've already done this. Now let's go down. And we'll just circle our way back. Ah! Oh, come on, I've gone so long without a redo. Don't do it now. I don't believe the homing lightning weakness was corrected with this new type of enemy shooting it. See if I can get them both at once. Nope. Oh well. Is that the starting point? I think so. So the only way to go down was indeed finding that key and getting through the door. I hate long flights. I'm proud of myself on one thing, though. I've never had to redo because of time, technically. Although, in a roundabout way, I guess you could say that I'd had to because of the fact that had I proceeded through levels where I missed turns, it would have been a time thing. That must be the healing potion Terrikson was talking about. Glad there was that much there. Remember, stand on their right from your point of view. Take him out because you don't want to misstep and fall into trouble. Don't try that at home, kids. You can tell by now I'm a fairly seasoned professional at this game. Time to beat 640, cleared 508. It's giving me 2 extra shots right off the bat. Interesting. Another one of those spots where you can pretty much expect to take a hit. We still have the lightning event. Admittedly, it does affect my strategy a little bit, but it being a natural element of the game, c'est la vie. Just means I have the fireball potion to use later. So now if the key event does happen, I will not see it. Also, I don't think I've mentioned this yet. Each of those events can be triggered by typing in a code. I don't remember what those codes are because I've never had occasion to use them or any reason to use them. You know, at the very least that buys me a little extra time with this potion. Not that I needed it, apparently. Yeah, at this point, if you see a power-up potion, be prepared to be surrounded. Could just be my reckoning, but it's looking like a pretty... yeah, screw it. Pretty low-scoring episode here. Time to beat 550, cleared 424. Almost a minute and a half. And now the final set. Trollodon's Hideout. The armadillos are the speeders, they take 7. The white spiny iguanas are the shooters, they take 6. I think this is the only level set that has 4 regular enemy types. These guys are back. They still take 6. And there's one more speeder that I believe takes 7. And were my personal favorite as a kid. You'll see them at some point. Yeah, those apes, gorillas, whatever they are you just saw. I liked monkeys as a kid. So yeah, that's my basis for them being my favorites then. Now they're just another bad guy. I could have used that smart bomb to take both sides out. Oh well. Those aren't codes. Each of those switches triggers something different. One behind the other. That's what you just saw with the lack of red flashing. Take the easy one out first. How long have I been at this anyway? Close to 3.5 hours, it looks like. Not a bad run, though. Averaging less than an hour per episode. I don't know if I've talked about the music yet or not, but this, in my opinion, is one of the best game soundtracks ever. They all appear at once. Every level. Guess so. One false step here and I'm pretty sure it's a magnet end. Don't lose your nerve yet. Alright, this is going to require some going back. I'm pretty sure there's another treasure warp. Or maybe not. Cool. Time to beat 7:30. Cleared 5:05. Nearly 2.5 minutes. If you're not paying close attention, or if you're really unlucky, those guys will take you out quick. Second half of this staircase is much easier. Yep, next level's the end game. A 9 crystal fight to the end. There's a lot of them about. Okay, this is the warp potion I was thinking of last level. And the full health event just hit. So I got one little saving grace there. But since it's early enough in the level, I need to track it. And I'll count a redo against myself if my health gets low enough. My health was at 36, so that's where I'll take this from. I always thought this was a really cool effect. That green and gray there. Kind of looks like a layer cake with icing. And I need a silver key to progress further there, so I'm going to step back and go this way first. Almost a strike. That certainly was. I believe all the treasure in this level is found through those two warps. Yeah, there's no way I'm breaking 2 million this episode. My score is just way too low at this point. Not that it matters, because if perfect was 2 million or more, I would have it. Oh no. Just had a brownout here. I'm going to try and finish this as quickly as I possibly can. I don't want to have to make another video just for the last level. But better if I just take them all out. Haven't seen any health potions, so for all intents and purposes, my health is now 20. Okay, I've got the silver keys, so I need to get up here. Four. I'm going to do this with some kind of honor. That's 7. I refuse to be saved by a health event. Okay, I was 2 hits luckier this time. And a laser event. Well, knowing what I know now with this repeat, I'm just going to go down and get the key first. So that's 7 repeats. I went through all of episode 3 without one. Honestly, I would probably beat 99.9% of the population at this game in any competition whatsoever. This isn't going to be quite my longest stream ever, but it's definitely one of. I love that you can flip switches in midair. Such a cool effect. The other Moonlight games, Clyde's Revenge and Clyde's, actually, no, you know what? I think only Clyde's Revenge had keys, the sequel to Clyde's Adventure. And unlike in this game where you lose the key once you use it in a door, that game, you keep it for the entire level. Again, Moonlight, really good developers. 3 really great games they came up with. Oh. Damn it. There's the key event. Come on, I haven't had to repeat twice. I don't want to do it now. I could have turned back and used this evented gold key But I do not want to do it that way. Same reason I abandoned and restarted when that health event saved me. I will do this with honor. Came within 30 seconds this time. Time to beat 640, cleared 610. Here he is. Look how slowly his health is going down, with a full-blown lightning bolt coming at him. Once he hits 3/4, he'll warp off. And any health, any damage you hand him beyond the 1/4, he'll gain right back. If you're in the sky, by the time the fireballs come at you, they won't hit you. Just don't stay on the ground. Your shot is not that high. They keep you afforded with plenty of power. They keep you afforded with plenty of health. You really don't have much excuse for losing this fight. Turn back and get extra health if you must. Sometimes he's got some real shit timing on his shots. This is it, the final phase. He's the final enemy in the game as well. Take him out, you are home fucking free. Gone. Grab the last treasure, grab the last crystals, get out. You've officially made a stunned believer out of Terexon. And have a little fun with that last potion. That final triumphant, glowing teleport. To take you right on out of the castle. One congratulations, one final triumphant jump, and done. And you only had 3 minutes to clear this one. I was able to do it in 2:18. And that is the last perfect. So enjoy this last little bit of storyline. Happily ever after until something really horrible happened just in time for a sequel. Let me guess. She got pregnant, they have a baby, right? Unfortunately, no sequel ever happened. And being that this game was put out 24 years ago, we will never know. Well, may as well give it my full name. 1,801,500. The final perfect. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is a perfect run of Hocus Pocus with what I would imagine is a fairly respectable only 7 redos. At least I'm happy with myself for it. That being said, and this being done, I'm out. Have an alpha night, y'all.